Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our awards assembly for our DTAS Shakespeare Festival, the middle school division. We're so excited that you're here and can celebrate with us your wonderful accomplishments. First of all, I want to welcome to the screen the man who helped make this all possible, your president of DTAS, Mr. Seth Cohen.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. First, I want to start by saying thank you to Mr. Garrett, our Executive Vice President of DTask, as well as a thank you to all of our DTask board members, all of your DTask teachers, your parents who support you, and congratulations to all of our competitors. No matter where you ended up in this festival, just getting something prepared this year and getting something submitted for this festival is an accomplishment, so congratulations on that. Now, the winners, the most important thing, why we're all here this afternoon. So let's start off with our technical design category, Event 1, Court Costumes. Our first place winner for court costumes is code AFT, Dodson Middle School. Congratulations, Dodson. Let's take a look at your presentation.
This is the China Ming Dynasty Court Costume Code ATF Middle School Division Shakespeare Virtual Festival 2021. Table of contents. This is the concept paper. Anybody with the link has access to our full decisions and ideas behind our work. Verification form. This is the verification form signed by me, my teacher, and my partner. Description of concepts and ideas. This is some background on the Ming Dynasty. So before the Ming Dynasty ruled, the Yuan Dynasty ruled, and they were made of invaders called the Mongols. They tried to oppress native Chinese traditions, and after the Ming drove them out, they had to reestablish more ancient and bring back old styles of Chinese culture to make their culture more rich once more. Description of concepts and ideas. Our goal was to distinguish and get into the mindset of an ancient designer's interpretation of beauty. Is extremely varied from men to women, and it was important to highlight that. For men, they wore big jackets that would make their shoulders seem more broad and give them a more intimidating silhouette. For women, they had slimmer shoulders, more elegant body language, and a full face of makeup. Drawings and descriptions. Here's my drawing on the right. You can see that I used vibrant colors and more luxurious fabrics. These were often only available to the nobility of China, such as our court lady. Drawings and descriptions. Here's a close-up of the swatches, which details how silk and chiffon are two very different materials, and they can vary in transparency and opaqueness. Makeup and hair renderings. Most of the cosmetics here are from Ben Nye, and you can access them on the internet. The colors here are very important because it is important to highlight the contrast of the pale foundation to the bright red cheeks, eyeshadow, and lips, which would even help an actor's facial expression stand out on stage. Makeup and hair renderings. This is some background on the booyah hairpin that she's wearing, which was only available to the upper class and was often made of gold, silver, and jade. It also depicted important symbols in Chinese culture such as dragons or phoenixes. Choices made and problem solved. So for the long dresses of the Ming Dynasty, they were not very form-fitting even for one of the upper class, so I had to make sure that the audience was able to see our court ladies' movements even from far away. To combat this, I used more transparent materials such as silk and chiffon, which are also more form-fitting, so that the audience can vaguely see their movements and get an idea of what is happening beneath the outfit. I also used the booyah hairpin to frame their face, which will make and highlight actors' facial expressions to be more visible to the audience. Choices made and problem solved. I had to make sure that when using moody lighting for the play that our court lady would be in, her silhouette would be recognizable. I used this with her skirt, the vest, many of her headdress. It would be very distinguishable. Her cloud cape can be used to make shapes while she's acting and dancing or singing. And it was overall a very interesting shape and design to work with, especially on stage. Budget, here's my budget. To adapt this to a school budget, instead of buying materials retail, I bought them wholesale. So by buying the fabric and the materials in wholesale instead of retail, you get more fabric and more materials at a cheaper price. So you can reuse old materials for new costumes, and you can get all of the materials you already need to make this costume. This was the presentation for the female Chinese Ming Dynasty court lady. On to my partner, Corinne.
This is Corinne doing the men's Ming Dynasty fashion. Men's Ming Dynasty was a new vision for men's fashion. Each item they wore had a purpose. Both men and women wore long robes, skirts with puff sleeves. Ming Dynasty was known for dramatic times in the literature. That's why the puff sleeves and other extras help provide and support that statement. State specific design choices and explain in more detail how they help to communicate the practical needs as well as meanings, emotions, and stylistic goals stated in the introduction. For women, rosy cloud capes, 3 collars, long pleated skirts with buttons and belts, ornaments on a gold chain. Overall explanation of costume. Explain in more detail how it supports the role of a lady in waiting / gentleman of the court. Their actions, the time period, and authentic research. Darker colors were worn by noble women and men. Lighter colors for those of lower status. The colors that were worn by different classes were stressed during this time period. Explain in more detail where the ideas came from, how they fit the time period, what you especially liked, or why you decided not to use something. They came from what the average female or male would wear. I personally chose this specific fashion time because I thought it was interesting and unique, as it was indifferent and unlike many other cultures.
All right. Congratulations. That was really great.
Congratulations, Dodson.
Okay. And that brings us to our next presentation. Let me just shrink this down really quickly.
This is the China Ming Dynasty court costume code ATM.
All right. And that brings us to...
This is the China Ming...
There we go. That brings us to our next category, and that's Event 2, Character Costumes. So for character costumes, first place, AFT, Dodson Middle School. Congratulations, Dodson.
Congratulations, Dodson.
And here is that presentation.
Hello, so for Caesar's costume, I decided to make his costume for Act 1, 2, and 3. His outfit has black pants, black boots, a white tunic, and red fabric that goes from his shoulder and is wrapped around his back with gold on the edges. For the makeup, he has sunscreen from Supergoop. The one I chose was the Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40, and the foundation is a CT25 cream foundation. The costume cost $53.45, and the makeup cost $23.99. In total, without tax, it cost $77.44. Our budget for each costume was $50. We went over the budget, but in total, it was $77.44. Goodbye.
For my costume, my character costume, I am doing Octavia. For Octavia, she has a nice long white dress with a gold strap across her body and a blue cape. With her face, she has a foundation, a light tone of foundation, a pinkish lipstick, eyeshadow, highlight, and blush. The whole cost with both the makeup and costume is $68.99. Our budget is $50. We went overboard a bit with $16.99 more. Makeup Makeup total is $24.83 and costume total is $44.16, making the total $68.99.
For Lepidus, I decided to design his outfit for Act 1. I started by giving the outfit some black jeans and a white button up top. I also gave him brown boots instead of sandals, like the traditional play outfit. My costume for the scarf, it involves both red and golden fabric. I chose satin fabric. I decided for it that I would use red satin fabric for the base, and then use the golden one as trimming, which would be sewn onto it, so that then the red is on the inside, and then the golden sort of pops out on the outside. For the leaf crown, I decided to use a leaf garland to just put around the head, and yeah. For makeup, I decided to have the character mainly just have some light foundation, highlights, and blush. As I did my research, his name means sweetness and pleasantness, and I wanted to go for the look of a sweet person. So adding up all the prices, with the costume costing $62.11 and the makeup $27.45, the total amount for both the costume and the makeup was $89.56 without tax.
All right. Congratulations, Dodson, on another wonderful costume submission there. Congratulations.
Great job, Dodson. Congrats.
Okay.
And that will move us on into our acting categories. The first of our acting categories is Event 3, the Audition Monologue category. In 5th place, APX 30 from South Pasadena Middle School. In 4th place, ABC 35, Paris Middle School. In 3rd place, ABC 30, Paris Middle School. In 2nd place, AFT 30, Dodson Middle School. And our 1st place winner in the Audition Monologue category, ALM 30 from Frost Middle School. Congratulations, Frost. Let's take a look at your performance.
Code ALM 30 presents Viola from Twelfth Night and Amelia from Othello by William Shakespeare. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside of not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak in such distractedly. She loves me, sure! The cunning of a passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou utter wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fetch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, and now, alas the day. Oh, what the sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must entangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Might there be some such, no question. Why, would not you? By this heavenly light, I and my dote is one in the dark. The world is a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice. In troth, I think I should, and then dote when I done. Marry, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, nor for measures of lawn, nor for gowns, petticoats, nor for any petty exhibition. But for the whole world? Why? Who would not make a husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it. Why the wrong is but wrong in the world, and having the world for your labor, 'tis a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right. As many to the vantage as what stole the world they played for. But I do think it is the husband's fault if wives do fall. Say they slack their duties, or pour our treasures into foreign laps, else break out into peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us, or scant our foreman having despite. Why, we have gals, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge? Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates for both sweet and sour, as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. It's the frailty that thus errs. It is so too. And have we not affections, desires for sport, and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do with their ills instruct us so.
That was great.
Excellent. Congratulations.
All right. Sorry, this will take 2 seconds.
Code ALM 30 presents.
Great. And our next acting category is Event 4, which is Final Act. 5th place goes to AFT Dotson Middle School. 4th place, ANZ Hillside Middle School. 3rd place goes to ABC Paris Middle School. 2nd place goes to APX South Pasadena Middle School. Making our 1st place trophy winner, ARR Crossroads School for the Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, Crossroads.
Congratulations.
Here is that winning scene from the event Final Act.
Lady Macbeth's attendant has called in the doctor to witness the Queen's mad midnight ramblings, during which the couple's sinister actions have been revealed.
Code ARR presents Macbeth Act 5, Scene 1.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it you last walked?
Since His Majesty went to the field, I've seen her rise from her bed, lay her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while most fast asleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbering agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness for my speech. Well, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my leaf fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
I sit by her, she's light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action to see her thus washing her hands. I have known her to continue in a quarter of an hour.
Yet, here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do't. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and a feared, what need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet, who'd have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands near be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to, you have known you should not.
She spoke what she should not. I am sure of it. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh!
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice, yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep who have died wholly in their beds.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo is buried, he cannot come out on's grave.
Even so.
To bed, to bed! There's a knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed!
Will she go to bed now?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More need she the divine than the physician. God, forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she's made it, and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
All right. Congratulations to Crossroads School. Okay.
Excellent. And next up, our next event that we'll be announcing is event number 5, which is the event Characters in Disguise. And our honorable mention goes to AZA, Manhattan Beach Middle School. 5th place goes to ANZ, Hillside Middle School. 4th place goes to ALM, Frost Middle School. 3rd place goes to ABC, Paris Middle School. 2nd place is APX, South Pasadena Middle School. And our 1st place winner in Characters in Disguise is ARR, Crossroads School for the Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, Crossroads.
And here is that scene.
Rosalind, disguised as a boy,
overhears poor Sylvius hopelessly pursuing the shepherdess Phoebe,
Who totally rejects the poor guy.
and ARR presents
As You Like It.
Sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me, do not, Phoebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humbled neck, but first begs pardon. Will you sterner be than he that dies and lives by bloody drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I belie thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tellest me there is murder in mine eyes, and if mine eyes can wound, let them kill thee. Now counterfeitest wound, why now fall down? Or if thou canst not, oh, for shame, lie not to say mine eyes are murderers.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time, come not down near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks, pity me not, as till that time I shall not pity thee.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your man that you insult, exult, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty, must you be therefore so proud and pitiless? Why? What means this? Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than in an ordinary of nature's cells work. Odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, proud mistress, hope not after it. You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you go following her like foggy south puffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a proper man than she a woman. 'Tis fools as you that fill the world of ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. But mistress, know yourself, and thank heavens fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can. You are not for our market.
Sweet youth, I pray you chide the year together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man woo.
I pray that you do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. Shepherd, woo her hard. Come, sister, shepherdess, look on him better. And be not proud, for though all the world could see, none could be so abused in sight as he.
Dear shepherd, now I find thy soul of might. Whoever loved that loved not first sight. Sweet Phoebe! What sayst thou, Sylvius? Sweet Phoebe, pity me! Why? I am sorry for thee, gentle Sylvius.
If you do sorrow at my grief and love, by giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both extermined.
Thou hast my love? Is not that neighborly?
I would have you.
Why the word covetousness? But since thou canst talk of love so well, I will endure, and I'll employ thee too, but do not look for further recompense.
So holy and so perfect is my love that I think it is the most plenteous crop.
Knowst thou thee that spoke to me a while?
Not very well, but I have met him oft.
Think not I love him. Though I ask for him, 'tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well. But what care I for words? Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. I love him not, nor I hate him not. How more cause to hate him than to love him? For what had he to do to chide at me? I'll write him a very taunting letter. And thou shalt bear it, wilt thou, Sylvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
All right. Congratulations once again, Crossroads Schools.
Great job, Crossroads.
Rosalind.
Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. Event 6 is characters who go mad. And for this, our trophy winning schools, in third place, we have AZA, Manhattan Beach Middle School. Second place goes to ANZ, Hillside Middle School. And your first place trophy winner, AFT Dodson Middle School. Congratulations, Dodson.
Congratulations, Dodson.
And here's that winning scene.
Our school code is AFT, and we are proud to present Macbeth by Shakespeare.
Here's a knocking indeed. If man were poor of Helgate, he should have old turning the key.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun and Mars see gladness thou art and Cawdor that shall be what thou art promised.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer that hangs himself on expectation of plenty. Come in, farmer. Have napkins now about you. Here you'll sweat for it.
CC, our honored hostess, the love that follows us sometimes is our trouble. What shall we thank as love? Heron, I teach you how you shall bid God rid us for your pains and thank us for your troubles.
All our service, in every point twice done, and then done double, we're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep broad where within your majesty loads our house. We rest your hermits. To bed. To bed.
Knock, knock! Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith, an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owls scream and the crickets cry. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on't again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose. Give me the daggers.
Knock, knock! Never quiet! What are you? But this place is too cold for help. I'll double port and no further. I thought to let in all professions that go to Primrose Way, the everlasting bonfire. And on and on! I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? Ere you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second clock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
And what three things does drink especially provoke?
Lechery, sir, provokes and unprovokes. Therefore, muttering may be said to be an equivalent with lechery. Makes him and it mars him. In conclusion, makes it equivocates him asleep and giving him light. Leave him!
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That is, sir, the very third on me.
Is the master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes. Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour. Oh, horror, horror, horror! Most sacrilege murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building. Yet, here's a spot. Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why? Then 'tis time to do't. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. Yet who'd have thought the old man to have so much blood in him? I know these hands near be clean. Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh. There's knocking at the gate. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord is dead.
All right. Congratulations, Dodson.
Wonderful, wonderful scene. Excellent.
Our school code is...
And now we move on to middle school event number 8. And this event is all Much Ado About Nothing. In 4th place, we have code ABC, Paris Middle School. In 3rd place, AFT, Dodson Middle School. In 2nd place, AZA, Manhattan Beach Middle School. And our first place winner is ANZ, Hillside Middle School. Congratulations, Hillside. Let's watch their Much Ado About Nothing entry.
Recording.
Code ANZ presents
Much Ado About Nothing.
I will undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other.
My lord, I'm for you. That will cost me 10 nights' watchings.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedict is not the unhopeless husband that I know of. I will teach you how to humor your cousin, and she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your 2 helps, shall so practice on Benedict that in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. Come, hither, Leonardo. What was it that you told me today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict?
I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Senor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behaviour seemed never to abhor.
Oh, that's the one in that corner.
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Oh God, counterfeit! There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
What effects, my lord? She will sick. You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
Oh, how? How, I pray you. You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against Benedict.
He's a gold without the white bearded fellow speaks it.
Had she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she would not discover it.
To what end? He would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should. It were an alms to hang him. She is an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
She doth well. If she make tent of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it, for the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
Shall we go seek Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we'll hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedict well, and I can only wish he would modestly examine himself and see how worthy he is so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same respect for her, and must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. The spur will be when they holds one opinion of another's dotage. When no such matter, let us send her in to call him for dinner.
Be no trick. Love me? Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censored. I did never think to marry. I does not seem proud. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth. I can bear them witness. 'Tis so. When I said that I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than pains you take to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have.
So you take pleasure then in the message?
Yeah, just so much as you may take upon a nice point and choke a jaw withal. You have no stomach, senor. Fare you well.
Against my will, I'm sent bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than man ever did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice.
The pleasantest angling is to the fish cut with their golden oars the silver stream, and greedily devour the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that our ear lose nothing of the false sweet bait that we lay for it. Ahem! Ahem! No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince, my betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They didn't treat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full of fortunate bed as Beatrice shall have a couch upon?
O God of love! I know he doth deserve as much as may be owed to a man, but nature never framed woman's heart of prouder stuff than of that Beatrice. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection.
Sure, I think so, and therefore it certainly were not good. She knew of his love, lest she make a sport at it.
I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, young, how really featured, but she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If low, and a gait very vilely cut. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives the truth and virtue that with simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd in formal fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable, but who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Therefore let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away in size, waste inwardly.
Yet tell her of it, hear what she will say.
No, rather, I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion, and truly I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with.
Signor Benedict, for shape, forbearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost in report throughout Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it, ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires, and have thy counsel which is the best to furnish me tomorrow.
She is lying, I warrant you. We have caught her, madam.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind a back of such. And Benedick, love on, I will requite thee.
All right, congratulations. Once again, that was Hillside Middle School, and what a wonderful performance. All
Absolutely.
right.
Love Much Ado About Nothing.
Let's go ahead and
recording.
Thanks for dealing with our little technical things here. Awesome. Up next is Event 9, which is Theme Collage. In Theme Collage, our students had to take multiple Shakespeare plays and put them together. So here are the winners from this event. In third place, we have school code ARR, Crossroads School for the Arts and Sciences. In second place, ANZ, Hillside Middle School. And our first place trophy winner is AZA, Manhattan Beach Middle School. Congratulations. And here is that winning theme collage scene.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly is done, when the battle's lost and won.
That riddle the air the set of sun. Do I see with love for men?
Does spell heartbreak and then there ends.
School code AZA explores the tragic hearts of Juliet from Romeo and Juliet,
Cordelia from King Lear,
and Lady Macbeth from Macbeth. Fair is foul,
and foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and filthy air.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got but small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is truth, and when I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, holy father, now?
God shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet on Thursday, early will arouse me. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strays me past the compass of my wits.
God joined my heart and Romeo's. Thou our hands, and ere this hand my deed to Romeo sealed. Therefore, out of long experience time, give me some present counsel, or twixt my extremes, and ere this bloody knife shall play umpire.
If rather than to marry Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, take thou this vial. Being then in bed, in this distilling liquor drink thou off. The roses in my lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes, like death when he shuts up the day of life.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford.
Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to take all cares and business from our age. Tell me, my daughters, which of you shall we say doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter.
What is our second daughter?
I made the same self-medal as my sister and prized me at her worth.
And poor Cordelia.
Now our joy. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
I love your majesty, according to my bond. No more, nor less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Happily, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my flight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord? And true.
Let it be so. Better thou hast not been born to not please me better. Be gone without our grace, our love, our mention.
I know you what you are, and like a sister, and most loth to call your faults as they are named. But well, our father.
Prescribe not us our duty.
Time shall unfold what plated cunning hides.
Why have you left the chamber?
We will proceed no further in this business. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes on my single state. Duncan hath honored me of late.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. To be much more than what you were would be so much more the man.
If we should fail?
We fail? But screw your courage, the sticking place they will not fail.
I've settled and bent up each corporal agent to this terrible feat.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
Yet here's a spot.
It is an accustomed action with her to be seen thus washing her hands. I have known her to continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Out, damn spot!
out, I say.
Here's the smell of blood. Still, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there? Thy heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
This disease is beyond my practice.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. She shall come out unscathed.
Will she go now to bed?
To bed. There's knocking at the gate.
The queen is dead.
Thrice one brindled cat hath mewed. Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
There is foul, and foul is fair.
Hovers through the fog in filthy air.
Congratulations.
That was awesome. Okay, not easy to take multiple Shakespeare plays into one.
Absolutely. One of the most difficult categories that we ever have at this festival. So congratulations, Manhattan Beach. And now on to our final award of the evening, our Sweepstakes Award. Throughout the festival, all of our entrants are earning points for their schools by making it into the final round and finishing in the trophies. And all those points that they earn combined through all their categories they enter combine to total up their sweepstakes points. And so, an honorable mention in the sweepstakes category, code APX, South Pasadena Middle School. Honorable mention, ALM, Frost Middle School. And now our sweepstakes trophy winners. In 5th place, we have ARR, Crossroads School for Arts and Sciences. In 4th place, AZA, Manhattan Beach Middle School. 3rd place, we have a tie for 2nd, excuse me. ABC, Paris Middle School, and also in 2nd, ANZ, Hillside Middle School. And without further ado, our first place winner for sweepstakes at the middle school division, AFT Dodson Middle School.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
This is a big trophy, and it's a team win for the entire class, the entire group of students that entered this festival together. So,
and congratulations to all of these middle school students and teachers for putting these scenes together. It is not easy to do Shakespeare in normal times, and you guys have managed to do this under really these extraordinary circumstances. So thank you for your creativity and resilience during this time. Students, make sure you say thank you to your teachers for working so hard for you and putting in all that extra time to make these opportunities possible.
Absolutely, and I want to echo Mr. Garrett's congratulations to our students and to all of our teachers in the middle school division. And, you know, for me personally, thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for participating. Thank you all for being a part of DTask and making another great festival. Congratulations.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you at our next festival in the fall. More news coming out on that in the near future. Everybody have a great night.
Have a great night.
Bye. Thank you.